Everyone in that classroom thought Mia was just the quiet girl who never fought back, until the day she stood up, lifted her chin, and revealed a skill none of them imagined, a skill that changed everything in seconds. Mia had always been the soft-spoken girl who entered class with her books hugged close and her eyes lowered. She wasn't shy, she was observant, but to her classmates, she looked like the perfect target. New school, no friends, no confidence. At least that's what they assumed. The first week passed quietly, but the second week brought the storm. The moment the bell rang on Monday morning, Mia stepped inside her classroom as whispers shot around like sparks. There she is, Miss Silence. She probably doesn't even know how to talk. It didn't bother her, but she felt the eyes burning into her back. At the center of it all was Talia, the queen of the class, loud, popular, and dangerously bored. And a bored bully is always looking for entertainment. That day, their teacher asked everyone to come forward and read a paragraph from the assigned chapter. One by one, students stood, read confidently, and sat down. Then, it was Mia's turn. She reached the front, held the book tightly, and opened her mouth to begin, but before a word could escape, Talia mimicked her voice loudly. I'm Mia. I can't talk." Laughter exploded across the room. Mia froze, not because she was hurt, because she was trying to stay calm. She took a breath, ready to continue, but Talia wasn't done. She stretched her leg out and hooked it around Mia's ankle. Mia stumbled forward, catching herself on the desk. The class gasped, then laughed again. Even the teacher looked shocked but was too stunned to react fast enough. Talia smirked, whispering loudly, "Oops, guess she can't even stand properly." Mia's heart pounded, but not from embarrassment, from restraint. She stood straight, lifted her book again, and read her paragraph perfectly. Her voice was soft but steady. When she finished, the teacher praised her, but the class barely heard it. They were too busy texting, whispering, replaying the moment of her stumble. At lunch, things grew worse. Mia sat alone at a corner table. Talia approached with her group like she owned the cafeteria. "Look at her," Talia said, still pretending she's normal. She slid Mia's tray away with one swipe. Food spilled. People stared. Mia stood quietly, cleaned the mess, and walked out without a word. But that silent exit shook the room more than a shout ever could. The next day, everything changed. During second period, their teacher announced a surprise event, the school's Confidence and Discipline Workshop. A guest instructor would be demonstrating. Whispers filled the room. The instructor walked in, a tall, confident woman dressed in a black martial arts uniform. The room instantly fell silent. "Today," she said, "we talk about strength. The strength to defend your body, your dignity, and your voice." Talia rolled her eyes. "Great, another boring lecture." The instructor scanned the room and said, "I'll need a volunteer." She looked around, and students avoided her gaze, except one. Mia raised her hand slowly. The class was stunned. Talia snorted. "Her? She'll faint if someone claps too loud." But the instructor smiled warmly at Mia. "Come forward." Mia walked to the front with quiet confidence. The instructor spoke clearly. "Mia, show me the stance your father taught you." Gasps filled the room. Mia shifted her feet, bent her knees slightly, hands up, perfect form. The instructor nodded proudly. "Everyone, Mia has been training in Aikido for 7 years." The classroom erupted with shock. Eyes widened, mouths dropped. Even Talia's smirk disappeared. The instructor continued, "Aikido is not about attacking. It's about redirecting force and standing your ground with calm focus, something Mia shows beautifully." She invited Talia forward. "Would you like to try pushing her?" Talia looked startled. "What? No." The class teased her until she reluctantly walked to the front. "Push her," the instructor said. Talia shoved with all her strength. Mia didn't move an inch. She simply shifted her weight, grounding herself perfectly. The class gasped again. "Now try again," the instructor said. Talia pushed harder. Mia gently redirected her force, and Talia stumbled sideways, not hurt, just off balance. The room went silent. The instructor smiled. Strength isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, controlled, focused. Talia's face flushed red, not from anger this time, but from realization. After class, while everyone surrounded Mia with questions and admiration, Talia walked toward her slowly. She swallowed her pride. "Hey, Mia, can we talk?" Mia looked up, calm as always. "I'm sorry," Talia whispered. "I shouldn't have treated you like that." Mia nodded. "Thank you for saying that. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't loud. It was simple and powerful." The next day, Mia didn't sit alone. She wasn't invisible anymore. People admired her not because she fought back violently, but because she stood tall when it mattered. She taught her class a lesson they would never forget. The quietest person in the room is sometimes the strongest. Ending. Mia walked out of school with a small smile that day, not because she humiliated anyone, but because she finally felt seen. And the whole school learned one truth: never underestimate the calm ones. Their strength may shock you when you least expect it,